How do South Africans view Black Americans?
They are sort of like diluted in a way, polluted in a way.
Black Americans are self-centered, I'm gonna say it.
Like interracial relationships, especially I'm in an interracial relationship.
I think there's beauty in being a Black American, but I think most of it goes unrecognized.
And then there's some Black Americans that think they're superior just because they're Black and they're in America.
I mean, even the way we dressed is mostly inspired by y'all.
So I would say confused, but the other half I'd say...
What's going on, everybody? It's your man Jackson Cooper, aka J-Coop, and we are live in Johannesburg, South Africa, in front of the Born Free Student Res here on Wits University. Now today, I'm going to be asking South Africans, how do they view or feel about Black Americans? I believe this is a great topic to discuss since I am a Black American here in South Africa. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, guys, who do we have here today?
Julzenia.
Julzenia, nice to meet you. Now, I have to ask because you're very
I'm 21.
We're good, guys. We're good. So we are currently in Johannesburg. Are you currently a student here?
Yes, I'm a student at Wits University, yeah.
Nice.
I'm doing my final year in education.
Beautiful. You know, it's like different tribes and things here. So what is your background? What is your story?
Okay, so I am a colored. So colors, we have a mixture of everything, Black, white, Indian as well. So yeah, that's my background.
I have met quite a few colors. I've been to El Dorado Park, Eden Park. I've done it wasn't dangerous for me. Salute to my people out there. Colors is very, very unique here. So can you give us a background on what it's like being a color living here?
Okay, so for me personally, so I'm a colored from Limpopo. So you don't really find a lot of colors back in Limpopo, but that's where it started because back in the years, my family and stuff also came from Cape Town and Durban. So I come from a very diverse colored community.
Yes.
With my mom being her family. She has family from Durban and my grandmother has family from England and Cape Town as well. So that just makes me much more, my blood runs deeper than what a person would think. Because my father is Black as well, but my mother is colored, so that's even a bit more colored than one would think. To me, being a colored is having a lot of cultures and a lot of ethnicities mixed together.
Yes.
You have a bit of everything.
Everything.
Yeah, because when people look at me, they think I'd look Indian at first. Yeah. And then when I talk and they're like, no, you're actually colored.
So as somebody from South Africa, how do you view Black Americans?
It's deep. I actually have beef.
And here we go.
The way they view us colored people as well plays a big role to how I feel about Black Americans. Going back to Tyler and how they took her when she came out being colored in, it was a big issue for American people that she stood on grounds that she was colored. As colored people, we don't want, already with the apartheid and everything, we've been pushed aside. The colored community has been neglected because of who we are. Yes, we are a bit of everything, white and Black, and then sometimes it's difficult to know on which grounds do you stand, on which people do you support more. Who do you say when someone comes to you and says, no, you are Black, and you're like, no, I'm not Black, I'm colored. You understand? I had a lot of Black friends, and it was hard for me to also stand strong that I am a colored. So now going back to the American thing, why do we always have to be pushed down as coloreds? Why is it that always a thing, the ongoing fight even today? It goes back also to apartheid, and when is it gonna end? You understand? So yeah, I have beef with that. With Black Americans, yeah.
All right, so this is me before I got to South Africa. I'm about to give you my mindset. I would look at Tyler the same way and be like, why is she saying that she's not Black? But guys, as I said, I've been through many, many colored neighborhoods.
It's different, right? It's different. It's not the same. We aren't the same. We have different cultures. We have different beliefs as well.
Now that I've been here, guys, Tyler was absolutely right with what she was saying because the culture is completely different. So I don't want you to have a beef with us. We just need to be more understanding of each other.
Have an open mind.
Right.
When someone comes to you and says, I'm colored, ask why. What makes them so different to you, you know? Get to know the person. Don't just judge and, now you want to build up, you want to become defensive. No, you want to push some culture down on someone who has brought up completely different to how you were brought up.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, so who do we have here today?
It's Polo Wayne.
Nice to meet you, brother.
Nice to meet you, man.
So where are you from?
From South Africa, based in Joburg, but originally I'm from Limpopo.
What are you going to school for?
I'll be doing law.
Okay, so being from South Africa,
Yeah.
how do you view or what's your opinion on Black Americans?
My experience is not that deep, but so far I feel like that they bring a lot of like teachings from us about how things operate outside the world. So like they bring a little bit like exposure in terms of the drip, how to be dressed nicely, such things like the music. Those are the type of things we learn from black Africans who are from America.
How do you think that Black Americans and South Africans can come together more and learn about each other's cultures?
So we are the one who expect to learn from them. You see, that's the real world. That's the real. That's the idea. Yeah.
Good luck with everything.
Yes. Same.
Okay, so who do we have here today?
My name is Sipesihle. My surname is Sambata. From Duduza, but originally from the Eastern Cape.
What is it that you do here in Johannesburg?
I study logistics and supply chain management in Rosebank College. I'm a second year student this year.
How do you view Black Americans?
Okay, when it comes to us and Black Americans, we are just two different groups. We are strictly from South Africa, like from Africa, the roots of Africa. And I feel like they are sort of like diluted in a way, polluted in a way. You can even hear from the English accents, like the way we speak, the way we talk, the way we do things. Like we are not the same.
Do you think that there's a way for us to maybe come together and learn about each other's cultures more?
Definitely. With all the logistics that's going on here, like right now, I'm studying logistics, but like I don't necessarily want to work here around in Africa. I actually want to go to other countries and explore other opportunities because other countries have a good like structure around the logistics world, you know. So obviously, if I am going to go into their territory, into their own space, I have to learn about their values, their beliefs, you know. Yes, so I have to sort of like adjust.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
So who do we have here today?
Joshua Gasper, Mikael Osman.
So where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Johannesburg, South, Albertson side. Represent, come on, South boys. It's a red flag, yeah. Rustenburg, Northwest.
So what do you guys do for fun here in South Africa?
Man, everything. We go out every night. Our culture is just different, bro. Honestly, it's amazing. Everyone gets along. We out everywhere. The vibes are just different. Fun, ish, bro. There's too much to do for fun, yeah. Ish, I'm saying ish, they don't know what that is.
I know it.
Get to meet a lot of people, different. Bro, I've met so many different nationalities, whatever. Wherever you go, you're gonna meet someone new. Yeah, that's the best part about South Africa.
How do South Africans view Black Americans?
We don't view them in a different way. I mean, I think they're similar to the black people here. But they are cool for sure. But I haven't been to America, so I can't tell you for sure.
So how do you think that the media portrays Black Americans?
I don't think they portray them in the best way, to be honest. I would like to go and see for myself. I would want to visit America one day. They are portrayed as more disadvantaged, more hood type of people. Yeah, it's very different to black South Africans. Yeah.
Appreciate you guys, man. Like, y'all were great, man. All right, so who do we have here today?
I'm Brana Moore. I'm from South Africa. I'm from Joburg. I was from Pretoria, and then I moved here 2 years ago.
Where are we currently located at in Johannesburg?
Right now. Well, like Wits.
Which university?
Oh, Witsrand University.
Do you like know where you are right now?
I do.
You being from South Africa, you're a white South African, clearly. How do you like living here during its current state in South Africa?
When people ask me where I'm from, well, I like to say I'm a post-South African. I do like to be aware that I am from a different background, especially I'm a first year, this is orientation. Like a lot of the talks are about how people come from like poverty, like a lot of places, like a lot of people, this is like the first of their generation going to university, where I'm like obviously very privileged, my whole family is gone. So I like to remind myself of that, but I love my country and I wouldn't change it at all.
How do you view Black Americans as a white South African?
My sister lived in the States for a few years. She says it's just quite different, you know, she obviously lived in LA, so it was very different. Like interracial relationships, especially I'm in an interracial relationship. We go out, no one looks, no one questions it, but my sister was in an international relationship in the States, and it was very, very different for her.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Guys, who do we have here today?
Evans, you have Evans.
Nice to meet you, Evans. And right now, where are we currently located?
We are in the busy environment of Braamfontein, Johannesburg. So yeah, next to Witwatersrand. I'm doing my final year of a BCom Insurance and Risk Management and Corporate Finance and Investments degree.
How do you like living in South Africa currently?
I'm not born in South Africa. I've been in South Africa since age 4 and I've traveled a bit. So I do like South Africa a lot, particularly because of the climate. It's not too extreme on either ends and people are very friendly. I don't know if anyone's been to South Africa, but it's the type of place where you can can literally just tell someone away and then dap them up same time. So yeah.
So where are you from originally?
I was born in Zimbabwe. That's where I'm from originally. Same, my heritage is Zimbabwean, Shona. That's where I'm at.
As somebody from Zimbabwe, how do you view Black Americans?
Black Americans are not really the same African as we are African. We'll view them as though, oh no, it's that they're diluted.
And I feel like they are sort of like diluted in a way, polluted in a way.
Because now they're in the West, they're diluted. We are the real Africans. But then again, Africanism doesn't matter about that. I think the fact that you can see white people in South Africa and white people calling themselves Africans shows you that Africanism is not about being particularly black. That's not what it's about. Nor is it about being particularly in Africa.
From the media, what you've seen of Black Americans, how do you view them personally?
The things you see from the media are always the negatives. You barely ever get, oh, like this guy is actually doing well for himself, or this dude's on YouTube making interviews and he's a Black American. You don't get that. We often see the violence, we see stuff of that nature. So it's unfortunate that with media, negativity is what gets perpetuated, and maybe that then influences how people view Black Americans.
How would you promote this side of the world to Black Americans?
This side of the world, I definitely think that this side of the world is it's worth coming here, because as a Black American, you grow up in an environment where I do believe black people in America are the minority. You guys are not the majority there. What is it, 30%?
It's about 14%.
14, even half than what I thought. I think it's worthwhile for you to come to a country where you're no longer the minority, but the majority. So you can kind of see it from a different eye.
All right, like, I really appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
No, thank you, Jackson.
Who do we have here today? What's your name?
My name is Olwam.
Okay, so where are you from?
I'm from Eastern Cape originally.
What is life like as a young South African living in South Africa right now?
It's nice, it's different, and I've lived like in a lot of different places, so I've experienced a lot of different people from different backgrounds and different stories and stuff like that.
Beautiful.
Yes.
How do you view Black Africans? No, what? I'm tripping. Rewind. How do you view Black Americans?
I can't say much because we only know them from a distance. It's like that thing where you group people into one sort of thing where you watch movies, you hear the music, and you just generalize it. Yeah. But it's people we can appreciate.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. I do watch your videos.
Okay, so who do we have here today?
I'm Joshua Smith.
Nice to meet you, Joshua.
Joshua, with the E.
Joshua.
Joshua,
Okay.
There we go.
Sorry. So where are you from?
I'm from Nigel, or Outer Park.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where other coloreds reside.
What's your experience been like as a young colored in South Africa?
Definitely difficult because people are biased, obviously. They will assume that I'm a colored that's not going to take out a knife and start stabbing and stuff like that. Or that we like to drink and stuff like that. Because that's always the case. They assume that we are drinkers, we smokers, all we do is on the streets. But here I am, example, I'm in university, studying law. Your circumstances don't define you.
How do you view Black Americans?
Well, Black Americans are self-centered. I'm going to say it. Like, for example, coloreds. They had a big problem with Tyler. Now that Tyler said, and I know it's from their slavery days. I'm not being racist or anything because they were called coloreds. But here in South Africa, we have our own culture. And we grew up in this culture as coloreds. So we look and we are proud of it. So you cannot expect us to feel bad because you all went through something we didn't go through. You understand? But we colored. And I'm proud of it.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
My man. All right, so who do we have here today?
You have Nontle.
And you have Emihle.
Where are you guys from?
I'm from Durban, KwaZulu-Natal.
How do you view Black Americans?
They're normal people. I don't have any view. When I look at a person, I don't look at where they come from, what they are, or who they are. I just look at, okay, this is the person's personality. Do I like it? Do I not like it? And that's how I view you as a person.
I don't want to generalize them. I think some Black Americans are really funny, really entertaining people. And then there's some Black Americans that think they're superior just because they're Black and they're in America. If you're Black, we're the same. Everywhere you find us, we're the same. We have a unique vibe to us that you find. But yeah, I like Black Americans. I think they're cool people.
Bye, guys.
Okay, who do we have here today?
We have Tapiwa Nashe, Michael Matumbura.
Nice to meet you, Tapi. So, we are currently in Johannesburg. What is it that you do here?
Yeah, I'm currently a student. I'm studying at WITS. I'm studying biomedical engineering.
It's like if I ever need like the hospital, hopefully not, you're going to be the one to save my life.
Hopefully, if you lose the arm or something, well,
nope.
Then you know.
Are you from South Africa?
No, I am Zimbabwean, but I grew up in South Africa, so I'm what people call a half-breed.
How do you view the current state of South Africa being a young Black man?
It's so uncertain, you know, like so many groups which are coming up, especially with the youth, trying to revolutionize the system, trying to make things better. But to the basis of it, we haven't seen it work yet.
How do you view Black Americans?
I think there's beauty in being a black American, but I think most of it goes unrecognized. Knowing, having grown up in Africa, in specifically South Africa, in a place where you've got very diverse cultures all coming together, but all rooted and deeply established on the fact that we're African, you start to see the beauty in it. And I feel like black Americans become so detached from that, that they don't understand the beauty behind being African. Yeah.
If Black Americans are detached, how do you think that Black Americans and South Africans can come together more?
Well, I think it's more of a matter of being proud, making an effort to learn the culture, making an effort to learn the norms, to learn what lies behind that also.
Appreciate you, brother.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, so who do we have here today?
Samira.
Where are you from, Miss Samira?
I'm from South Africa, but I don't live in Joburg. I live in a town called Nelspruit.
What is life like for you being a young South African?
It's scary, I guess. It's like I recently moved here, so I'm like alone.
Makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, so it's very like different to where I used to like live.
As a South African, how do you view Black Americans?
Black Americans. I don't know, I don't really look at race. I don't like, when I see a person, I don't really think like, oh, you're black, you're white. It's just, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much. Who do we have here today?
We got Tato Castle all the way out in South Africa.
What is it that you do here in Johannesburg?
I'm a young entrepreneur, so I have a luxury brand that I'm pushing. But here I study environmental governance, passionate about sustainability. So, trying to find solutions, circular economy, you get what I'm saying?
Yes,
but
sir.
that's what I'm about, yeah.
How do you view Black Americans?
I think y'all cool in a sense. There's a lot of things that we have in culture that we reference to live the way we live, right? There's certain things that I view the way that I view because of the cultural context that I grew up in, right? You all have a very diverse perspective on life, but let me say we have a more intertwined into the roots, culture, spirituality, and all of those things.
How do you think that Black Americans and South Africans can come together and just learn about each other's cultures more?
We're one of the same people. I'm one person who believes that the world is a big family. Even the way we dressed is mostly inspired by y'all.
Appreciate you, brother, man. Good luck with everything that you got going on.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Probably you'll see me out one day in the States.
For sure.
All around the world.
For sure, my man. Appreciate you, bro.
sir. All the best.
Salute. Okay, so who do we have here today?
I'm Asfira.
Nice to meet you, Asfira. Where are you from?
I'm from South Africa, Johannesburg, South.
So what is it that you do here in Johannesburg?
I'm currently studying my first year at Wits, doing my BA General.
As a South African, how do you view Black Americans?
I think they're very... This is not to be like racist or anything, but it's a term that's been used in South Africa, whitewashed. They lack their culture because the white culture has taken over their lives. Most of them. And I feel like they need to experience more of their own culture.
So when you say that Black Americans lost their culture, but hold on, because there's going to be a lot of people that watch this. So you said that they lost their culture, but I'm kind of looking around. A lot of people are dressed like Black Americans. So if Black Americans lost their culture, how can they get it back?
I don't know. They could research, get in touch with their family, see their heritage. These people are dressed. Yes, we're all dressed in what you'd call American clothes. They still go home. They eat food from their culture, from where they're from, talk their languages. Everyone in America is just... America wasn't there for the whites and the black people. The Indians were there first.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so who do we have here today?
You have Bandile Mtagan.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So where are you from, brother?
I'm from Ladysmith.
What's your viewpoint on the way that South Africa is going right now?
South Africa is not going well right now. There are certain figures that need to be put into shape. Can you mention NSFAS who's supposed to fund children? So some students go unfunded and they have to put that weight on their budgets. So there are a lot of things that need to be revisited.
As a Black South African, how do you view Black Americans?
Perhaps Black Americans are not so different from Black South Africans. Because we're all black, but perhaps no matter how we treat ourselves and how we carry ourselves around people and our behaviors, but we are black after all. Sometimes we cannot separate a Black South African from a Black American. So yeah, we must carry our skin with pride.
Young brother, smart right here, man. It's like, what are you going to school for?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm doing biological science.
Wish you the best of luck, man. You're a smart young man. Keep going, bro.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, bro. Top shot. Amen. Okay, so who do we have here today?
I'm Carmela.
Okay, so where are you from?
I'm from South Africa, Joburg.
What is life like for you as a young South African in this current South Africa?
Personally, I really like South Africa. I feel like it's very diverse in like culture and like the vibe is just there. Everybody supports each other. Like some person you don't know on the street, you go to a club, you just all just gonna jive together.
So she likes to jive and groove. All right. So as a South African, how do you view Black Americans?
I think they're pretty cool. I just don't understand the whole colored thing though, because I mean in South Africa it's so usual to call someone colored.
All right. But you got to remember, like that's 8,000 miles away. So we got completely different cultures. So that's why it's so different to us.
Oh yeah, because there's a whole thing going on about it's disrespectful. I mean, I'll respect it and I won't call anyone there a colored. But over here, it's just normal.
What can you tell us about the Indian culture here in South Africa?
I really love it.
You love it?
Yeah, I like to wear lingas and just like get all dressed up with all the jewelry. Oh my word, the mendi. I love it. Interesting. Like I love the music, but personally I prefer R&B. But I really like Indian music.
But like, thank you so much. So like, I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. So who do we have here today?
I'm Ntiga Lelo and Loiso.
Nice to meet you, brother.
Good afternoon.
My name is Jackson.
Okay, nice to meet you, Jackson.
Awkward.
Okay, so where are you from?
I'm from like Boxburg.
Okay, so you being a young Black man living in South Africa, how do you view the climate right now?
It's not racism and it's not like indifference because like everyone here is South African and it's like we don't normally think about color all that much. When I talk to most of my friends, they don't go, oh, you're Black. It's not a thing. You don't think about it. That's the best way to just ignore racism. Just believe it's not even a thing because like it doesn't have any power.
As a South African, how do you view Black Americans?
The same as everyone else. Yeah, like you, like me, like them who are like walking by. Honestly, I don't even feel like calling you guys Black Americans. You're people. Yeah, people be just the word to say. I can't think of anything else. I don't want to say brothers because that's kind of excluding other people. Yeah.
All right, well, that was a great answer, brother. Thank you. Well, not brother, but thank you. All right, so who do we have here today?
My name's Tipple. Hi.
Well, where are you from?
I'm from this suburb called Midrand.
What is life like for you as a young South African in this current South Africa?
Wild. So I've moved around quite a bit. So I feel like I'm a little bit out of touch with the current climate of where we're at right now. There's a melting pot going on, which is indicative of everything we're about. We're Rainbow Nations.
How do you view Black Americans?
Honestly, quite confused. I know that there's an identity crisis in terms of what it means to be Black and navigating that identity. So I would say confused, but the other half I'd say feel more grounded in the fact that they're American, have generations before them that have been integral to how America is today. There are some that are like, now I'm Black and I'm proud, but I'm also American. I don't have to adopt a philosophy that's African or even try to identify with Africa when I am American and I'm okay with that. Thank you.
So what's your name, brother?
My name is Mishali Kagacha.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So where are you from?
My origin, I'm from the Eastern Cape in a village called Tendani.
Yeah. What can you tell us about that area? Because I'm looking to, visit different parts of South Africa.
Well, it's a rural place. It's a green land. Yeah, it's just a rural place. Lots of cows and sheep and goats. Yeah.
Farm life.
Farm life, yeah.
Oh, man. So you being a South African, how do you view Black Americans?
Well, when I think of Black Americans, I'm thinking hip hop, I'm thinking Jay-Z, J-Coop, Kendrick Lamar, because I'm into, American hip hop. So, yeah.
So what about your style, man? Like, what inspires your style right here?
Not really my style. This is not really my style. It's what we wear. We Xhosa boys to men after an initiation. It's a transition from boys to men. So I'm probably gonna wear this for like 1 more month and then it's back to my old
back to the swag.
Back to
that looks good though, bro. Like keep it up, man.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you.
Shop. So being a South African, how do you view Black Americans?
I mean, they're entertaining. It's not as much, I would say, a lack of heritage. They're Americans, but they don't come from America. Like, all Black people come from Africa, so it's sort of a disconnect to be someone who's Black American. So I feel like that's always interesting to, see how Black Americans live, I guess.
They're just people, man. Everyone's living their own lives.
We're a family, that's all I can say. They're really nice people. I think when I see a black American, I cannot even differentiate between the two. So
Because of the looks?
you will look the same.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, there you have it. That was asking South Africans, how do they view Black Americans? I'm gonna let you guys be the judge on those answers, man. That was very, very interesting, very unique. So the only way that I can know if you want more of these videos, you have to hit that like button, you have to subscribe, and leave a comment below. All right, y'all, it's your man Jackson Cooper. Until next time from Johannesburg, peace. How you doing, man?
Lovely, man.
Jackson, nice to meet you. What's your name?
Tato.
Nice to meet you. Shop, shop. All right, come on now.
Yeah, and who taught you the shop?
Man, I don't like been here since like November, bro. I just keep hearing it, so I just say it. Thumb out first. You gotta have the thumb out. You know what I mean? I know what's up. I know what's up.
You guys step up like that.
Yeah, ours is like that. Just like here.
Let me see.
No, it's like shop, shop.
I want to see yours.
You just like walk off like that. Shop, shop.
How they do it.
Okay, you want to see ours? So like ours is simple. So it's like, what's good, bro? How you doing? Chilling?
So that's what they do. They do this.
Yeah, okay, nah, easy.
Yeah, simple.
Looking clean, looking fresh though.
Ready? Thank you, brother. You ready?
When my friends go, it was simple. When the ends low, switch the tempo. I got right, I got heart.